your seatbelt. Safety is no option. Once your mirrors are set, side mirror, look straight ahead, adjust it, see a little bit of the side of the car, driver's side, passenger side, adjust it. It's going to be a very bright sunny day. So I got the metal Ray-Bans on, AI, it's all good. So now we're set. We had a half a tank, car is warmed up. Put our foot on the brake, look over left shoulder, gently pull off. People do not stop at partially controlled or fully controlled intersections. They have more than one stop sign, a fully controlled. Partially controlled has one. I'm gonna pause. This is a partially controlled. Good morning, how are you doing? Yesterday there was a accident on the expressway, so we had to go a different way. Okay, I'm gonna make a left. Happy Tuesday. Thank you, same to you, really appreciate you. So this is the typical thoroughfare. You're fine, I do appreciate you. I was really tired, woke up late, then there was a major accident. A person had stole a charger and they were driving very, very fast and lost control and got ejected. They're lucky they didn't die. They had shut down the whole expressway. So I gotta squeeze my brakes. And I'm going really slow here. It's a huge pothole. They never fix these until someone damages their car. All right, drive-throughs. A lot of people do not know how to go through a drive-through. A lot of instructors don't take them. And I'll take a screenshot and send it to you. So I'm here in the drive-through. I don't want to be too close to the curb. I'll hit it or hit the sign. You can see how bright it is. It's going to be a really bright sunny day, but it is cold.
Hi, I'll be right with you.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
Good morning. I need a number 2 large with the coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar. I also need a large ice water with that and an extra sausage McMuffin, and that's it.
All right. If the screen is correct, your total is $11.22, first window.
Thank you. But I did treat myself yesterday. I went to Starbucks, had the vanilla bean. So it was nice. I'm trying to go really slow around here. And then, thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, they're very expensive. Okay, I don't want to hit the side of this building. I had a client, their foot got stuck with 2 in the gas and brake. We literally hit McDonald's. Very scary. So, and I try to be as careful as possible. Good morning.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, 11:22. I'm going to be here every morning this week.
Okay, is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Good.
Got to leave for a little bit on Thursday because I'll be mad.
There you go. I'll see you later.
My grandkids to school.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well.
Bye. Yeah, it's about relationships. This lady's about 70. So I got to come up. I don't want to hit this pole. And then you guys are going to see me get my food here. I'm going to be on the road. Good morning.
Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. Everything's set. Okay, so now I got my seatbelt on. I'm set. I got to go down to the bottom of this driveway. You guys to see this. All right. And then I got to look left and right. Yes, that's it set. Okay. I can go. It's clear. So that's the hardest thing, pulling out in front of traffic. I'm driving a lot of new adults this weekend, so that first drive is always very stressful. So we try to go through neighborhoods, go in college parking lots, go in school zones, just so they can relax. But also the goal is to teach them how to drive. People make everything, they do. And it's my job to teach them, and I take that seriously, also with a good sense of humor. So yes, you are right. You've been here long enough. You know that I try to have a good sense of humor. I try to keep it fun. Yeah, a lot of people are not licensed for various reasons why. The insurance program is pretty good. And then there's a young lady I'm driving. This is true. The young lady I'm driving today, she's going to be taking her road test next week. Yes. She's going to be taking her road test next week. And we're going to be going along for practice. We're actually going to see it. It does. It can be scary. A lot of beginners just go too slow. And they're not sure what to do. Yeah. You'll see it. We're going to video it. You'll see her going through the road test, and we've worked about 10 lessons, and she works every day, so we try to schedule. So when I'm done with my job, I go over there, pick her up, we drive for an hour through the city, parking, turning, and it's going to change her life. She's really excited. We'll both be in tears, right? So traffic's moving pretty good. I always try to be cautious and aware. G6, yes. We're at about 40. That Blazer to the right is a really nice vehicle too. Those are really nice. Good mileage. It seems like it's going to be an okay drive, but I'm just not sure yet. The potholes are very bad. You're right. I had a student hit a pothole so hard she blew out the front tire and started crying. When I told her it wasn't your fault, there's nothing we can do. It was in the winter time. My hands were freezing. And when I tell you this, but you got to know how to change a flat tire, and a lot of people don't. So I took automotive shopping at the community college. You're right. But you have to know how to fix the flat tire. If your car doesn't start, you should be able to diagnose it, because it costs money. At least, I think it's $150 just to take the newer cars to the dealerships. They'll plug it up on the computer. So that's $150 to $125. fact, there was a guy I was looking at in the metro area. He was in prison, and when he got out, I think he was in for 6 years. He got out, and he started making a pothole tire changing. Listen to this. He made a pothole tire changing business. He started out with one van. His baby mama helped him get the first mobile van. He had a compressor, tire changer, electric impact guns, tires, and he started making money. He's on his fourth or third vehicle, and I saw that yesterday on the news. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that and link it in the description for you guys, because we all have flat tires, and you panic, you're scared, you're middle of the highway. So he works in the metro area. True, whatever works. Star almost hit me. It's amazing how many people actually tailgate. So I thought that was very creative, because if you have a felony, you won't be able to get a job. That's the really nice Camaro there to the right of me. Sports cars are nice. They cost a little bit more on the insurance. True. You can see all this traffic. You see how I'm driving real smooth, and there's the person behind me ready to tailgate me again. Yes, because you lose confidence, you get down on yourself, and you get back out in the streets and you start living that street life, right? So you be the judge of these cars, guys. Are they really being safe? Thank you. Squeeze my brake. Go real slow. And I think the journey into work, we have to drive in, you got to get gas in your current maintenance, insurance. You got to mentally get up. And you guys see me getting up every day, going through the drive-through, fighting traffic, and then you see me in my journey. Yeah, it is a responsibility. And hopefully I'm motivating all of you to reach your goal. This is true. You're 100% correct. This is a pretty realistic driving. People to come in, you got to have the money to drive and own a vehicle. Yeah, it could be a $500, $750, $1,000, and that's why you got to start working when you're young, build up your credit, and then 19 or 24 or 25, you say, well, I got to start saving, because you want to get married, have a family, get a reliable car, because if you're really truly going to work, you're going to have to drive, unless you take the subway. I know you're from New York, the subway and everything. You got to have a car. I'm in a metro area, so you got to be able to drive to work, drive home, do what you need to do. Thank you for the thumbs up. And no one's driving a Cybertruck or a Corvette or anything. I'm just, middle class person trying to. Where? Oh, no subway. Okay. Gotta drive too. What do you do for a living? Oh, we just bus. Yeah, I've been on the bus. Right. I get it. Get it. Work from home. Okay. I did too during COVID. Education as well as driver's ed. And then, guys, I do the driver's education online. That'll be my life. I used to go in person. I own a business. Okay. Get that hair right. Can you help a brother out? I need some enhancements. I need some enhancements, right? Help me out. Okay, let's edge me up, get me right, and I'm good. Sure can. That's what's up. Get me right so I can be fresh. So when I go live, I look good. Real talk. The hair, when you do your hair, you feel really good about yourself, right? I know I do. And you feel like you can take on the world. So once every month or so, every 3 weeks, month and a half, I go and get a haircut, keep it crispy, keep it short, looking nice. So I totally get it. And that's you're in an area where they will always need people to do that. I'm in an area where I teach driver's education, so they'll always need that. So I get it. But you got to get out the house sometime, girl. Come on now. You got to get out the house. Got to go to some of those hair shows, right? Travel around the country. I'm trying to take my time here. We're losing space right now. Just supply here. Okay. It's all in the supply chain. And then it's about to get really crazy in a minute with all this traffic. Okay, by going in this lane, I'm going to be in early. I'm going to be a late merger. So it looks like I'm going to be cutting out people, but I'm not. If this car picks up, because this lane will end. See, I'm living a fast life right now. Car's going to set me up for failure. I was reading about it. So I'm in the front. And then we'll slide over. So technically I'm legal. I'm doing what I need to do. And you'll see us all fall in line. This is very stressful too for beginners. And I would just tell you, keep space. I would love to teach you how to drive. If I can get there, bring the driver's ed car and let's go. I don't know what they're doing. Keep moving up. They thought they could cut over in front of the car hauler, but they can't. If I can get to New York, I'll bring the driver's ed car and we'll just drive around. Like, let's go. Yeah, gotta merge to the left. They waited for me. I'm gonna wave. That was nice. That's how it works. It's a lot going on, bro. It's like a dancing duel of cars. So I want you all to see this. And the biggest thing was this, just keep space. Yes, it's supposed to, but this is true. Got this big semi truck. I would tell you, make good lane changes and keep space. You can see I'm trying to be smooth. I'm not really a driver who cuts off people. I try to be really courteous and kind. I'm not an a-hole in the road. And I think for me putting together this channel, a lot of you see this. Keep good space. You see crazy stuff. Try not to overreact, right? Like I'm not trying to tailgate these two cars in a semi-truck. I'm trying to get over to the left, and you got to go. And about 10 years ago, I drive the same way, never road raging. And you see me in the fast lane now, right? Trying to get away from all this stuff. And by all of you watching this, you're going to learn how to drive. You're going to learn the journey that an instructor goes through, me teaching adults, teens. And then really, if you model what I'm showing you, you can drive. How much does it cost to get your license? What's the process there in New York? I can do some research. That'd be nice to talk about where you're from because you're a big supporter. And I think you got to be 18 to get your license in New York. I might have to look that up. Because there are 2 or 4 other people who popped up from New York, Texas, Metro Detroit. Yes, you can. Yeah, junior license, exactly. What is your journey on the junior license? Have you ever tried? You just didn't feel you needed it? I got my license around 16. I took driver's ed through the public school. Never tried. Do you want to get your license? I'm like your uncle can afford it. Oh, wow. I'm like your uncle. Come on, let's go. Sure do. Is there someone in your family that has a car? You know. And that's what I find when I do these type of videos. I don't have any uncles unless I'm... oh, okay. Okay. I get it. You said you got a child, right? Traffic is a little relaxed right now, yes. Okay, I got you. No babies, okay. Okay. See me moving past the semi-truck, I don't want to mess with that. Uh-oh, there's a huge traffic backup around the curve. I'm gonna slow down. This is how crashes happen. You see all this traffic backing up? Oh, 36, okay, okay. Okay. Put 10 on top of that. That's how old I am. Okay, this car is flying to the right of me. They're being stupid. Yeah. I got the enhanced license because you know the real ID, the whole country's going toward that. So I had that like 4 or 5 years ago. I have the enhanced license and the real ID and all that, so I can travel anywhere in the continental United States. Not that I really want to. Drove to Texas, Iowa, Michigan, Ohio. Yeah, true. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna get over. I'm trying to be really smooth and deliberate in these lane changes. Now, I'm kind of in the edge of the suburban area, then I go into the edge of the city. I don't go to like downtown. That would be another half an hour and 100,000 plus traffic and I would add probably 40 minutes to my drive. I used to drive, you guys are gonna, I have some videos. I used to drive, was it 100 miles a day? 50? It was 50 miles one way to my job. And I was spending $100 a week in gas, okay? 4 weeks in a month. So I needed the job. It's about $50K, and I'm humble, right? And then when you're in this traffic, you start thinking, if I go back to school, I can have more education. I don't blame you, certain places. Yes. I grew up on the west side, right? Parents were from Alabama, and dad was an electrician, mom was a nurse. Work hard, listen to your teachers, don't talk back, old school. So my dad worked for Chrysler and Ford, and electrician. Mom was a nurse. So they're college educated. So, and college is not for everyone. I want you guys to know that. College is not for everyone. The skilled trades, electricians, carpenters, plumbers, huge, making 80, 60K, 125K. If I had to start all over, I would definitely do the automotive side. Yes, I would definitely do the automotive side because I love cars, detailing, cleaning cars, light automotive repairs. My wife always said, you love cars. Why don't you? And I'm like, because on one of my college visits, we went to a college, I'm not going to name it, their automotive program. Yeah, HVAC, money, because every time you call a person out, it's $125 just to have them come out. And they don't really do anything. They plug up a little gauge, test something. Oh, it's going to be $375. And then they order the part, or they have it on their in their mobile van, and boom. So, because I saw my dad make crazy money as a little kid. I was like 15 or 10, and he always had big money. He was like the dad. He always had the big fat wallet. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? A big fat wallet full of money. He had 1 or 2 credit cards, but he didn't really use that. He had the cash, and and this now, if you're under 35, you use a debit card. You don't know what money is. You don't use physical money. I use both. Okay? And unfortunately, we're going toward a paperless society. And you hear people losing money. Yeah. And then when I graduated, my mom wanted me to be like an x-ray technician. I'm like, Mom, I got a football scholarship. I love you guys, but I want to leave because it wasn't a good family life. It was the same way. Yeah. My dad was the first one in the family to graduate. He played football for Alabama A&M. He worked, and he told my mom, they taking advantage of you. You're too nice. That's what he told her. I'm like, whoa. Okay. They didn't even stop. My dad was always speaking truth. And some people don't like that. You got to speak your truth. So I'm going to keep my space. But that helped me become the man that I am, being kind to people, working hard, being sensitive. And that helped me because you don't know, from 17 to about 27, you're not sure what you're going to do. Am I going to college? Am I going to trade school? Am I going to help my parents? Do I want to stay in the same neighborhood? No, it was bad. There was a lot of crime. They were stealing cars. That's why people don't like me. True that. And it's hard because, my son is going through that struggle. He got cut from the UFL. I'm just being real. He's probably listening. And he tried out with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in Texas. Did okay. He's got another tryout this Saturday. He's figuring it out. He's in Texas. He's doing Uber right now. got 2 degrees. He can make 80, 90, 100K, but he wants to try out for the football stuff. And then, you know, you'll know when it's time to go on and have a regular life. All right, I'm gonna go through this crossover. And I share these stories with you to teach you that life is difficult sometimes. Okay? And there are opportunities. If you can get a grant or something like you do here. I do driver's ed. I got my own little side company, right? Okay, I'm checking. Yes, there are a lot of opportunities. Detroit, New York, and you just got to put these opportunities together. And, you know, Mike Duggins, the mayor, you know, they tearing down houses. You know, I'm quite sure across Ohio, Indiana, you know, Houston, Texas, you know, they have the hood, right? And then you've got to manifest positivity. Got to pause. And then I'm going to make my turn too. I'm a firm believer in positivity because, you know, I had good counselors in high school, good counselors in college. I had a resume service redo my resume, and that definitely helped me because you got to stay current. And I have a resume on Indeed for driver's education, social media, and education. Gratification. Woo! You speaking real. You speaking real. And I think the biggest thing for me, let me pull in here. And this has been a good discussion. The biggest thing for me, I wanted to move out of my parents' house. I wanted to take care of myself. I moved out after I tried out for a couple of teams. Then I started working. I had a couple of jobs I didn't like. I went back to school, started getting the teaching thing going on. And then the driver's ed thing took off. I see traffic. Yes. I'm going to show you. There's traffic all the time. And these are people going to work, coming home, pretending they're working. Okay, if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. But you got to believe in yourself. And I was that scared, 17-year-old, 18-year-old. I mean, I had an opportunity to play football. And I had a very good coach, good high school program. Parents were educated. So you got to have a plan. You got to know how to manage your money, establish your credit. You know, try not to do dumb stuff and buy a car you can't afford. So, but I'm going to get my daughter on here. She does real estate. She's 22. She sold about 9 houses, and she's grinding. She wants to be the independent entrepreneur. And I'm just trying to enhance her, sprinkle her with love. We'll get on. We'll make you guys laugh. Guys, I love you and appreciate you. I just want to say thank you for coming along with the journey. And hopefully I motivated you to move forward in your next part of your life. Look at all these videos. I'm going to try to go live about 10. I got some curriculum stuff to do, but I want to talk about what's going on in New York and then a plan to help you guys get on the road. I love you and appreciate you. Look at these videos. And then I'll link her stuff in too. Okay, bye.